All right. Hopefully that'll be a little better. If oh no, we're starting to drop frames again. Yeah, that's a strange. That is a strange conundrum I don't normally have, and it seems fine on my end, but it shows me dropping frames. So it might be on Twitch's end. So I apologize if it's a little jittery. My connection looks good here, but I was noticing Pegrid's stream was a little jittery on my end as well. Did any of you notice Pegrid's stream, which you guys were just watching, being jittery? All right. Well, I was just talking. Yeah, the same thing. So it might be Twitch's end, which there's nothing I can do about that. It seems to be better. A little better anyways. So, all right, let's get down here. I could have flown down there with a ship. I got to get myself a little station speeder. You know what? NTPS gave me one, and I think I don't think I ever took possession of it, so it's probably in, I think it's in papers intro screen. Shh. You're the only one that saw that. Just pretend that you're the only one that saw that. Hey, Damage. Let me know if, is the sound okay? I was messing around with it earlier, so I never know what it actually sounds like coming out until there's been some video. Anything good here? I mean, it's always good. Today's going to be pretty simple stuff. We're going to hopefully work on the station here a bit before I got about I should turn the TV on. I got about 2 to 2.5 hours that we can mess around here. I'm legally required to go watch a soccer game. I think it's hey Mazra. Let me see. Can I pick that up? There we can pick that up. We'll move it over here. We're going to start on this next section, which let me take a good. We're going to take a good look at this, and I'm actually going to follow my German friend's advice and write something down. Let's see. It's this way. I'm drawing a picture. You guys, you can't see my picture, but I'm drawing a picture so I can determine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's Twitch. We figured out. What do you mean? Oh, I don't know about we figured out, but it's not just my stream. 1, 2, 3. So there's 2, 3 squares. And then there's one of these and one of these. And at the bottom it's kind of reversed, right? Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it if it's Twitch's fault. 1, 2, let's see. Let's look at the top. Oh, all these lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll see if I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, that's the one that tricks me here. Let's. Hotbar's gonna be all messed up, that's for sure. It might be twitching here and on Pegrin's. I was having the issue before watching Pegrin's stream, and I was having the things on his stream. I'm gonna use the word his because I called him a she. I don't believe that. Somebody must have just mentioned it, and I picked up on it. So I apologize to Pegrin for calling him the wrong thing. Now to break myself of that habit. All right, what's the other block I need? It's one of these weird ones. Edge. This one. Oh. And my software says that I'm dropping frames like it's my job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cubes across there. All right, that should give me enough to start there. There's an audio and video lag. So I'm using Twitch's studio. Twitch, they have their own streaming software, and that's what I'm using, and it shows the number of frames that it's dropping, and it says I'm losing lots and lots of frames. So I'm assuming there's some sort of an issue there. How many did I need? 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think one more. 6. You were at Origin to farm some safe zone ores today. What's in the trodium is the only thing you can't get out here. So if you're trodium, then do what you gotta do. I do need you one of these days, Damage, or any of you really. I want to record a bunch of the emotes that are possible. And just go through them, but it's hard to record them on yourself since you can't really see what you're doing. It's not easier. Volcarium and Bastion are everywhere out here. Huge rocks. But depends what you need them for. It's just if you gotta haul them somewhere, then yeah. I think it's like this. I didn't pay that close attention to that part, so we'll have to run. I knew I was gonna have to run over. I even wrote it down, but I don't know every dimension right down. It's like every rock up there. If you get past that big T11 asteroid, everything is Basham and Vocarium. They're huge. You're jumping to Mare with Xenon soon. I'll make some spare trips for grenades. Oh, you need it. Oh, you're refilling the auction house? That makes sense then. 4, 5, 6, and then it's 1, 2, 3. That's exactly right. Okay. And then what does the underside look like? It's really a little thicker underneath here, so like thick. So it's like one of these, and then a square, and a half slab, and then a bottom one. Okay. That. I love seeing all these new ships out here. Oh, that's Mazra's ship. I'm not used to seeing that one. We've got to get more docking bays out here, like some real. We've got these 4 here. I've just got to work on this station some more. I've also considered doing a little streaming, which this doesn't really affect you guys too much. If I'm going to stream in the evening, since Twitch has such a terrible turnout in the evenings, that I might switch over and try to do a little bit of streaming on another streaming platform called Kick. It's fairly new. It's like kick.com. It's just like Twitch, except it has different of sorts. It's fairly new. I figured I might try it out. So if you're interested, I might be there in the evenings. Say. But that's just a thought at this point. Yeah, and then we came up 6, and it had 3 on top of that, so. Oh, that's right, this gets a little, this is, I did write this part down. It's like this. No, I guess that's right. Like this. Nope. How the hell did I do that? Oh, no, I was right the first time. I'm just dumb. Oh man. It goes out like this, then like this, and like that. Oh, we're too many. Now we came down too many. It's 1, and then you, and then, yep, you, and another one of these ones. There we go. And then we have some on the outside here, just to fill in. Too, because this comes up. Once I get one of these done, it's a little easier to copy. Once I've got something full time. Yeah, that's how it goes. Excellent. Now we need 18 of those on the climb. We've got 1. That's 3, 4. Do I need to buy this section? Is that the problem? Yes, claim. So the auction house stays fairly empty, I'm assuming. Is that the easiest way to make money? Is just to dump stuff on the auction house so the price is still really inflated? I don't know how many that is. I wasn't counting. I was counting and then I started thinking, and I can't do those two things at the same time. I really can't do anything and think at the same time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, look at that. 18. That's exactly what I needed. And then we need squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I missed one here. Excellent. Not at all, but after the events, the age is always a good spot for some ores because I'm a bit long out here. I have nothing in the auction house, and that means nothing, no credit input at all. So I put some stuff in and wait. I got you. So it's not that the auction house is empty, but you do it because it's just easy to have it sitting around in there and just credits just show up. What kind of prices do you get? Is it the normal ore prices when you haul whole asteroids? Do you get the same price as if you were to just sell it at one of the ore towers? I don't remember that. I know I've done it both ways, but I can't remember how the pricing worked. So you get 1.8 times more if you sell the entire asteroid. Interesting. Now that's 1.8%, 1.8 times more for each of the ores involved. So like if you got a T10 cherodium, you're going to get 1.8 times per stack as you would have gotten just selling the same stack at the tower. Or is it because you're just selling the shell ore as well? Interesting. You know, if you make 1.8 times, I mean, that's better than auction house prices on some of that stuff. Because I think cherodium was the auction house. What asteroid anymore? It used to be fantastic on the auction house. But the auction house was a couple hundred more. Certainly wasn't all twice. Now, exorium was expensive. But, let's see. One, I didn't count how many across this was. I guess it doesn't matter if I just go across a bunch here. I think it's 7. I think there's 5 opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. I think it's only 5 across. 1, 2, maybe 6 across. Or I don't know. It's the same as at the bottom here. Well, yeah, only sometimes. That's just how auction houses work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7. All right, so we repeat this again. That is 1. That's not right. I did all that and it's not the right spot. That one's the only one that's that high. The rest of them go this way. Is the frame rate still real bad? Or is it getting any better? See, the game seems to be moving fine. And my computer seems to be running fine. But it's got to be Twitch that's dropping frames. Only the sound is a little laggy. You don't want to listen to me anyways. So that's not so bad. My voice is pretty grating anyways. I'm out of those. I'm gonna need a... Oh, I don't have a crafting bench near here. What is your problem? Stick somewhere. Not doing it that way. Not wanna... Oh, come... Alright, it's taking over my whole hopper now. Yeah, I am in build mode, but I just wouldn't, just didn't want to do what I wanted it to do. Nobody's fault but my own. Let's give that a minute to build. You should all get on Apple TV today and watch the soccer games. They're free today. Other than that, the rest of the season's too expensive, but today they're free. You can only watch them on Apple TV, so Apple has once again managed to get around that market. I hate when they do that, but not a lot else. I don't have any options. Hi, Django. They bought the rights to the every game in the entire league. All right. What did I screw up here? Oh, no, put you away. You lost another one today, I see, Django. You said you lost the Black Banshee again? Was it in your... It was just gone? Is that how that worked? This looks too narrow to me, I bet. It also looks right. The hangar keeps dropping off the capital ship. What was it just sitting in the hangar? I don't know how it would vanish if it was stored. I mean, anything's possible, but able to. We need 3. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do all the undersides at once, but I want to get all of. I want this entire section done before I quit at 425. If I can get this entire quadrant done, I will be super excited. Oh yeah, just sticking them everywhere they don't need to go, but plugging away, we'll get it. We'll get it. Are you putting a station in the belt or on the moon's surface? In the belt. Is there a benefit to putting one on the surface of the moon? Or not? Okay, now there's 3 rows here. Safe zone on the moon is always good. And is there anything that you can only get in Elysium that you can get in other moons, or all moons the same essentially? Oh, there's a couple extra here. Oh, they're all smooth at the bottom, so I have to take out that whole row. I'm gonna take out all of these. Excellent. Just keep plugging away. Clickety click, clickety click. Different ore on different moons, but Ellie has all the stuff you'll mostly need. So if you don't put on Elysium, you have to go to more than one moon. So no, that's you're saying. Why will you not put one there? Thank you. I think that's like that. That's one section. Got. Oh, we gotta do the top. Dab and touch. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Now I need half slabs. Maybe, not all, but most ores you use a lot. Interesting. I'm just thinking if I do a moon base, does it have to be on Elysium, or can you go to a different moon and get the same benefit? You don't want to go there. Okay, so we'll point you at this side. That's fine. Why am I zoomed out? Alright. I think that is... If you're a normal miner, you only need opinion. If you don't want to risk any ships, don't safe zone at all. It's easily possible to have anything only with safe zone ores. Oh yeah, but this auction house, that kind of rules me out. No auction house. No auction house. Gotta do it the hard way. Only thing I'll do with the auction house, excess ores on the auction house. I wouldn't mind selling stuff on the auction house. I do not want to buy stuff from the auction house. I think that one's actually one too many. That's 2. Come on, go. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I got one too many. So the belt, the Elysium, but yeah, but I realize the Elysium belt, but do other moons also have everything you need? Or if you don't do Elysium, do you have to go to more than one moon? That one's not in the right spot. This row I didn't put in the right spot. This row goes here. then we've got one under. I've got a little bit of lag, which is making things even more interesting with the clicking. Super rare stuff on other moons, with also the basic stuff mixed in. I want to go look at that again. Because it's 1, 2, 3. Is that the same, or are we down? Yeah, we're down one. That's the issue. So, 1, 2, 3. And then this goes up to 3. Which way are we going to come across this? Oh, don't fall. That one. Yeah, just like that. I don't know. I only mine on 2 other moons and Elysium because I need Immaturium, Tengium, and Targium. Targium. And you can't get those on Elysium. Interesting stuff to know. Oh, come on. What is your problem? You will not let me put it where I want to put it. Gotcha. And they take special ores to get those mini railguns. The minigun or the rail... why? Alright. I've never had to struggle quite like that before, but whatever. I apparently skipped this entire part. That's 1. That should be 3. Excellent. I have not played with guns at all in this game, which is pretty sad. As most games, I really enjoy that play style. But I'm not beyond. There's not really anything in it yet for this game. Still, have I not bought this square yet? It shows it yellow. Okay. Give me the option to purchase it. So it's yellow, so I should better buy it. It says I have 3 station expansions available. Orange limit. All right, we'll go back down out of it. You can. Oh, you got your where do we stick it? We'll have to find a ship to stick it on. So let me buy this one. That must already be green. Oh, the reconstruction is what you're talking about. We'll have to mount it to something. I think there's room inside the dirty grinder for it that would be protected. All right, let's just see. It was just must have just been lag. Use that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 3 more sets. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Oh crap. Then. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Might be able to use my phone. It's making me sign into this TV thing. Come on, why is my phone hot? All right, let's see, where were we? We need sign. I really hate almost all my Apple stuff, but I still have an Apple. And anytime you sign into anything, it makes me do two-factor authentication, and it sends the code to your other Apple device. My old iPad. Oh, I got too far away, I wonder. Hold on. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, you got the station one, not the ship one. That's cool. Then we can just stick it somewhere. Put it in the central tower someplace. There's some couches and stuff there. Anyways, I had to dig out an old iPad just so I could get the thing. Moving away from Apple's stuff. Mostly because I can't afford a $1,000 phone for a family of 5. Everybody wants their own phones. I had been buying refurbished phones from a place called backmarket.com. I've had really good luck. I can get a refurbished phone for less than half of what a new phone costs, and they look like new, but only if you're okay with having not the newest phones. Which I don't care about having the newest phones, but I buy refurbished ones. And teenagers lose and break phones pretty regularly. Half your job as a parent is figuring out where your kids left all their crap. And I need to put the side in. Still, I just to a Pixel 7. I switched to a Pixel 7 because There was a deal. That was all. It's the only reason. I just took all these out and I have to put them back in. I got away from, but even then, my Pixel was only half the cost of what replacing my iPhone would have been. I think it was a $700 phone as opposed to like a 13 or 14. And I just don't use it that much. I have to have it because my kids are always needing to get picked up from somewhere or taken somewhere, so there's a constant communication there. But yeah, Samsung is good stuff. I don't complain about Samsung at all. Yeah, I solely switched to the Google just because they gave me, when I traded it in the iPhone 8, which I had bought refurbished and had been using for years, and they gave me more than I paid for it, so I made a little money there. And I got a new Google phone, which is okay. The great and iOS was the hardest thing. Yeah, I have a whole box of old phones and tablets around here, but pay me a bunch of money. I don't. By the time I get a new phone, the old one is pretty much junk. But if they're gonna give me $250 or $300 for it, then I'm gonna take that. Especially when I only paid $250 or $300 for it originally, and I got all that use out of it. But if you need a refurbished phone, backmarket.com. I don't know if they're in Europe. If they're not, they should be. Every phone I've gotten from them has been exactly what they told me it would be. Which is really all you can ask for. I'll now, and though I've not heard good things about their appliances, they do look. And again, all appliances are pretty much junk anymore. I would be surprised if there aren't some Samsung manufactured part. Yeah, I phone. I tend to buy the one series back so I can get a better deal on it because I don't need. Oh. Alright, we can power our way through this. I promised Lingen I would do a lot of the work. Really hope he comes back. Because the decorating part is going to be tough. I have blocks that enter the hangar. Oh, on your capital ship, you've got some blocks that are crossing the hangar threshold kind of thing? I don't know. And I know there's conduit issues that can happen if your conduit seam is in the wrong place. I know that can cause issues. Or if your conduit makes a loop, it can cause disconnections. But to be honest, I'm just talking out of my butt because I don't know really even what any of that means, but I have read up on it. One, that's two, three, four, five, six. It's a little jumpy. That's it there. Yep. Nats or Mazra, whatever you want to call him. His entire ship is like everything in there is inside his hangar hall. So it must work. At least some. 2, 3. I think is that up too high? No, that's where it is. Looks like one too high. I'm gonna go over there and look. That would be very disappointing. Ships rotate like they want, but your ships will always. It's 1, 2, 3, so it's 3 tall. That's all right. That's what I did. And this one is different. Different. What is different? 1, 2, 3. It's like 2.5. What is different? Oh, because that's even with the top of that. So the only difference is this row, which is not a big deal. 2, 3. I think. That one is 2.5, and I move it down. It can work perfect in one spot if there's anything in the way it wants to spawn. If there's something in the way, then it'll cause some problems. 1, 2, 3. So we just need to move these down 1/2 of a block. That was the issue. Oh, there's some crazy delay from the time I click the button to the time something else happens. So, might not be just Twitch. Is the audio still screwed up? I seem to be dropping less frames now. Let's see, that looks like it there. Has the audio delay gotten any better in the last little bit? Nope, maybe not. Now it's showing I'm dropping frames again. Audio is still stopping with the stream's freezing as well? Or is it just the audio? Interesting. Yeah, when you do it on your phone, anytime you do it on your phone, it's awful. I will often watch streams while my kids are at soccer practice. And it can be pretty awful on your phone. You'll try a Twitch F1. Good luck with that. I'm not sure they have the greatest, because I don't know. I've not had to mess with customer service yet, but then again, or an affiliate. I can't get enough followers or any of that stuff even if I wanted to. But I never had any intention of monetizing this, so it shouldn't be an issue. So it goes like that, I think. Like that. Same thing down here. I always forget what that thing is. Let's see. It's not a window, it's not a walkway. Edge, that's it. There we go. Now we switch to one of these. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3. This is where the half one goes. Half. There we go. Now we have to build these up. Let's see. Come on. Gotta be almost there. How much snow did you end up with, Death Sun? About a foot? Is that, didn't happen quite as much as they thought, but you still ended up with quite a bit. I read it was that powdery snow that you couldn't do anything with. Which that stuff's the worst. It's easy to shovel, but it just blows right back around. Alright, so now we need to put the top on, which should be like, yeah, like this. There we go. Just keep walking our way down. I can do it. I think I can. There's just a tiny bit of lag and it's making the everything. I can't just clickety click click. I have to go a little slower. Which I suppose isn't the end of the world, but certainly slowing things down. You can see like that purple box. I really can't do anything until it completely goes away. Which is just a mere moment, but oh, I have to take all these out. It's just enough to make it so you can't get in any sort of isn't consistent. Hi, Narek. Welcome back. How are you today? Some of this lag might be from my computer too. I've been considering splitting, getting a new computer, which I don't want to pay for, but getting a new mid-grade computer, building one anyways, and card doesn't need hardly any power to capture and render the video. But when you're trying to game and stream at the same time, you end up digging yourself a little bit of a hole with your resources. It's hard for the computer to do all of it at once. And the computer I currently use is decent, but in fact, there's no standard ATX board, or yeah, I think it's probably just a mini ATX in there. It's a fairly standard mid tower. It's got a 2-slot NVIDIA 2070 Ti. You did your first real Shider? Oh, you did the event, Narek? Do you enjoy that? Was it fun? Yeah, I will have to do that maybe the next time. I've not messed with it at all. I'm going to watch some videos on it so I at least have an idea of what is supposed to be happening. So I'm not even really sure on the concept of what you're doing there other than gathering resources, which isn't a huge draw to me. But you can get some of the better. If I did anything, I might just go to cause problems. Build a little fighter just to strafe past people. Just do some little fun runs more than anything, as opposed to collecting resources. Ships on scale, any sort of scale. The draw for the high-end resources for me is pretty low, nonetheless. Oh, you got your first endo kill? That's good, I think. That's the whole point of that event. Get an opportunity for too much risk. And you got killed 5 times while you're at it? That doesn't sound so bad. As long as you had fun. I don't have any, but some of these guys have some pretty spectacular mining ships. I don't. I mine with a pickaxe, so I'm not your. I'm not your guy for that stuff. Come on, the only miners. I shouldn't say that. There's two here. Is I want to say it's 180 grams with 2 lasers, and I think that one's about. I'm a builder. That's the whole point of me streaming, is just to try a little bit of everything. I might even delve into shipbuilding. Not so ship sea building, but I want to make something that looks like a crate of pellet as a stand, like a gas station, a petrol station, depending on what you call it. This one's minor. This one is by Freelancer. It's called the Gaia. This one's the Mark IV. It's the largest of that family. There are 3 other variations which have less. It's really an upgrade starter ship. It works really well. It's a little weird to fly without rangefinders because you can't see the corners, but that's an easy fix. And then this, and you can contact Freelancer or Damage0001 to pick up one of these. I think they're dirt cheap. And this one is by the Zenith Corporation, built by Jongo, and it's similar to my ship, which this is meant to be an upgrade ship. So you can strap all the plates and armor and crates on here that you'd like. And it itself is another minor. I don't like this part back here. I'm gonna have to rebuild this part, just the generators. They're too hard to get to for me and not symmetrical enough. But there's lots of room to adjust and add. Look at all that you could. How many imagine you could stuff this full of triangles, and you can fit a lot more crates in here. There's a big gap in the middle too. We'll go back to the front. But these two are project ships that were that are next on the list. So this one you get in by clicking on this chair. Now look how much space is in here. It looks like it's enough room for 2 more rows by 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's 4 by, I'm going to say 2 by 4, so 8 by 18. So another 100. I think that's, I don't know what 18 by 8. Math is not my thing. What is 18 times 8? It's 144. Another 144 crates will fit it down the middle of this. How many are in? Let's find out. Do I have anything in the ship? Nope. Let's look up Valkite. So it holds 70 currently with another 144 that you could expand into. I am in a guild of 1, just me. But I don't ration at all actually. But together at this station. Each of these guys is in a different corporation, but we're choosing to play together. Oh, this is Mazra's ship. You can see Mazra has a capital ship over there. It looks like it's the only one around. There's often 3 or 4 capital ships around here. But I really don't leave. The other guys actually go and do things. I just build ships out in space. Let's go. So this is Mazra's ship. It's impressive. It's way more impressive than mine. He has built this entire thing from scratch in space. It just started from a little tiny scooter. It doesn't even have any crates on it. It's pretty awesome. So let's get ourselves oriented to it. But we see these look like 2 tanks, 8 medium tanks maybe, and a bunch of smalls all crammed in there. That's a lot of propellant. And then he's got, it's all T1 thrusters at this point. And it's a little hard to move around as it is. He's got to work on some doors. As you can see, it's going to be nice inside. It's going to be a unique shape. Underneath this, buttons. But his fuel rods and generators are all on the underside of this. Yeah, I build ships. Well, I don't want to say I build ships. I'm just playing all live. No, everything I've got is done in space. And by hand. So that we built all this, and it's not just me. There's a bunch of us out here, but we're trying to do it the hard way. My ship is where? This is the ship that I've been working on. If I can ever get out there. The reason it's way out here, it's just outside of the station build zone, because the station build causes problems when you're trying to build. When you're trying to build ships in the station build zone, it causes some issues. Yep, this is the ship that I'm currently building. I will venture into capital ships eventually. This one started out as an upgrade ship by Egomaniac. It was called the Fledger. You can get it on the for free, the blueprint anyways. And then I have just expanded and expanded it. So we're starting to get it together. Oh, it's C1 now. Yeah. I'll probably upgrade all that eventually. But being that I don't have access to an auction house and I have to mine it all myself, a little more stringently on what you use. So I will end up replacing it all. It does have T2 generators and fuel chambers, but this is all T2, but and I've got medium tanks in here, so it'll be good, but building it all as we go. So there's lots of videos if you want to watch that entire process. It's a long process. It's 5 hours at a time. So, but for right now, we're trying to section of the station done. I've got one framed in. I'm trying to frame this section in today. Oh, I don't know about good work, but it's work, that's for sure. But there's a hangar hall there at the bottom. I did not build that. That was built by NTPS. He visited. He's kind of in the opposite. He's also fight he's on. But if I don't play late at night, then it's I don't catch up with him because he's, I want to say 14 hours different or something. But this is going pretty quickly. My hope was to get this section framed in the next hour and 15 minutes, which should not be hard to do. This is the first time I've had a real time. Thanks for the visit. Yeah, anytime. Stop in. Tell me what you want to see. You're also welcome to come out here and visit if you want. We're very, very secluded. But there's ways to get you out here. My friends have been very generous with their time for people that want to come out and attempt to live with us. Not always easy to do. But now that we have a ship all here, a sea person who like to build, we have access to it here. And we're in a good spot if you want to be a miner, but you'll have to figure out how to get your my inventory. Just junk. Inventory's full of junk. Lots of stuff I ripped up my ship. Lots of ores. That's all Cherodium. Xorium, the Zone 4 stuff. And then that's just all Valkite for shipbuilding, station parts. Yeah, I have nothing exciting. I own a few ships. I only own a couple of ships, none of which are expensive or fancy. And are really just designed to be built up off of. So my only other 2 ships really are this one, that one, and then damage. Oh no, I don't really mind the night. But is zones 3, 4, and 5. So if I go towards, let's see, Jongo Station there is somewhere in zone 5. So if I head towards that, I can get to zone 5 pretty quickly. So, but I don't mine unless I need it. So when I finally run out, I will go get more. I can get plutonium in Zone 5. So the next thing will be to make one of these ships capable to get to the moon, or to Elysium anyways, so that I can start collecting stuff for a capital ship. And then once the stuff for a capital ship, then the sky's the limit. One day at a time. I have that one done, right? Yeah, I just have to do this side. I said your Mazra just people out. It's really awesome when there's a whole bunch of ships floating around here. You put are you here? When you said you were here, but I didn't actually see you. Let's go see where you put it. Turn off build mode for a minute. I hate the green dots. Look, that's just floating around up there. Can I bump them? No. Okay, so at least where'd you put it? I don't see it, bud. Well, what's your in-game name? And I will happily add you to my friends list and you can come out. It's a little bit of work to get out here. It's a long way from Origin. Django, where'd you put it? Because I want to make sure I'm linked to it. You said by the cross. The only cross I can think of is on one of these things, right? It's on the back side of this. There, did you hide it underneath? No. I don't see any finishes, Django. I think you're pulling my leg. Oh yeah, and this is just storage. This thing here, this sphere is just storage. I don't even know what's in it anymore. Not the furnace. No, the furnace for alloy. Yeah, but where'd you put it? I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I thought you said meant deep reconstruction machine to start with, but I don't see any furnace out here at all. Because I'll stick a rod in it to make sure it's at least working on charges. By the cross. I'm by the cross. Cross? I assume this is the cross you made. This is the cross that points towards Origin. Yeah, it's nice to have a furnace. I think you're crazy, Django. Am I blind? Does anybody else see a furnace? I don't see a furnace. I wonder if it despawned with you. It would have been strange. I don't even know what's in here. Narek, what is your in-game name? And I will make sure and add you to from this. Kahala. Let's see. Slant, Whisper, Worm, K, Hala. Are you in? Yeah, you're not in at this point. Let me see if I. That's probably the only way I can. You'll both have to be in at some point. Friends. I can't add a friend unless I invite you. So next time you're on, whisper to me, and we'll make sure and make that connection next time you're able to play. And then you're welcome to come out anytime you'd like. We'll figure out how to get you out here. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me what company you're in. I don't, anytime, Narek, you have. I suppose I should just make my own corporation or something. Alright. I'm still dropping frames, so the audio's got to be terrible. And the encoder says it's only doing 20 or 30, somewhere between 20 and 50 FPS, which is not good. Interesting. I wish there was a way to constantly see your up. Because anytime I do a test on something like speed test by Ookla or any of those, it looks fine. But then there are other times when I test, it shows me that I have my gigabyte down, but it doesn't seem like it. So you never know if the problem's on your end or the other end. Oh, I don't need the resources. If you're gonna come out, just come out and play however you want to give me anything. The way I play is I'm just trying to play the hard way, so I don't expect anybody to give me anything. But I would love for you to come out and us do something together. Start building at the same time. There's no guide. We just strap a couple of thrusters to some beams and we all start building haphazardly as a team. See what happens out of it. You know, if you have 8 or 10 endos building on the same ship, it would probably be fairly funny. You ever know they are? I think it must still be in Pegrins? Let me see. I didn't forget them. Like the ugly sluts or something. Okay, I've got operator on all these ships. The Spats is the one I need to get out. It is the no, that's not the Spats. That's the that's the Giller. The Giller is the Arc Spark ship. Somebody has the 1248 M9RM. That has to be because it's showing derelict and in space. Those must be humans that he lost. His little. There's a derelict over there. The big bat. The moon scraper. The ugly bitch and the durability arrow. See, I don't have them on my list here, bud, of ships I can operate. So I think we put them in Pepa's capital ship, but I don't have access to them. There's no company ships because there's no company. What's it called? Oh, durability. Okay, that's the one you were talking about. Let me go back to that. Don't click on it. Durability error. You're ugly bitch. I don't see it in here unless I can't spell. Moon scraper. I see durability error. What's the other one called? Is it this thing? Oh. You've just scrambled the letters. UG. There it is. I got it. You're so clever. You're so clever. Yes, those are two that would be fantastic for starting out from scratch, because that gives us a valid ship frame to start with, which will be perfect. But I just have to get us all together, and we choose what kind of ship it's going to be, and then we all just start building. Give us a time limit. We have to have we have like 90 minutes or 2 hours to pick whatever it was. We decide it's going to be a miner or a fighter or a nap or whatever, but we all just start building. I figured it once I unscrambled those letters. You were trying to be clever by putting the name backwards. I think those are all in paper. I have to get them all out around for me to do that, to get shut repeatedly. One more. One more. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So the my original ship is just taking me a lot longer than I anticipated. But then again, I didn't know what to anticipate. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. That doesn't go there. Jeez. In 18 minutes you'll jump back? You're charging up? I always try to catch it on stream, but I can't see yours, maybe. Because you are secretive. So I don't think I will see your jump back. I will need something to take out to the moon to start gathering materials for a capital ship. Not a dock. So I need to build a capital ship dock somewhere, and be able to take care of that. But that'll require me to go to the moon to get those materials. So I'll have to put a fast travel core, right? Is that what it requires to go that way? Fast travel core on some ship to get out there. And then for the ship to not come apart, does it need to have a certain durability? Or the fast travel core not really have a durability issue? For some reason I'll let I'm gonna do a test. Give me 1 second. We're gonna do a speed test and see if it's my end. I wish there was a widget I could run that would just show me that constantly, what's being sent and Wow, yeah. My connection speed is awful right now. I'm gonna end up cutting this shorter than anticipated. Why? Let's see. I mean, I have beautiful wine here. There's no snow on the ground. Snow. Yeah, but my internet appears to be. It's like it's. Yeah, I have to put the corners in, and then we can. But I have to get out to the moon belt and smelt my whatever is it, allium. I think this seems